Hello my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be an unboxing video from Heritage Auctions, and it's a pretty exciting one, at least for me, because I had this top 10 list of comics that I wanted to get for this year, and I've gotten most of them, but there was one or two that are missing, and this is one of the ones that was missing. So I'm pretty excited to get it finally. It's one that I actually, when I made my top 10 list, I was one that I actually thought I would get soon after making that top 10 list, because it was one that I was bidding on and I didn't think anyone would bid on it. It was like a 1.0. It was like a really low grade, and it went up really. It just kept on going up. I was like, oh man, it's just, and it's a really rare comic. It's an extremely rare comic, and I just thought, I went up to 1,000 and it just kept on going, and I just said, well, no, I can't go any higher. It's just too much for the comic in such a low grade. But it was definitely one that I wanted to get, and yeah, I waited. So I waited and waited. And here, I was gonna get a knife, and I waited for maybe a little bit better grade. I didn't mind paying a little bit more than that price that I'd sort of given up on, but I didn't want to really miss out on it, again. So let me just see. Like so much bubble wrap on it, and I actually don't even. Okay, so yeah, so all of that was with regards to this comic. It's kind of a little bit shifted in the bag, and I'll show you. There's actually two comics in this unboxing. So the one that I was talking about is this one, Terry Toons number 38, and they say it's a VG plus grade. So the other one that I was looking at went for about $1,000, and it was like literally a 1.0. So I thought I was going to get it cheap. It went for $1,000, and I just thought, wow, that was just too much. This one I paid $1,300, so a bit more, a few hundred more. But it's a much higher grade. It's like a very clean cover, you can see, and it's it's the first appearance of Mighty Mouse. Now, when I was a kid, the reason I liked Mighty Mouse so much is I was always short. I was always like the shortest guy in the class. Actually, there was one girl in my class that was shorter than me. I was just this tiny guy, so I kind of gravitated to characters like Speedy Gonzales and Mighty Mouse, the Smurfs. I like small people. And I really loved Mighty Mouse because he was tiny but mighty, And when I was a kid, my mom would actually leave me at the mall sometimes, and she would go off shopping. And they had these like little, almost like look like a photo booth. And you could play, like for 25 cents, you could play like a cartoon. And the one that I had at my mall just happened to be that you could play Mighty Mouse cartoons. So she'd leave me with a few quarters, and then I'd watch Mighty Mouse cartoons while waiting for her to do her shopping. So I just really love those characters. I'm very nostalgic to it, and it's a really rare comic. I believe that there's not many of these on the census. I would say less than 40 on the census. And just a really rare. Like, I've only seen it a few times offered. But yeah. And it's such a high grade. Like, even though it's not super high, it's a VG plus, but it just presents really, really well. It's a very pretty copy. So I was super excited. That's that's why I'm mentioning this. Like, I'm telling you all my nostalgia stories about it. The other comic, which is kind of funny. So this was a kind of a weird auction for me, because there was one, I saw it as an upgrade. I have like this really crappy comic grade of this one. And I had just watched the Eternals movie, and I thought, I may as well get some of the character appearances upgraded. Like, I had all all the major characters from the movie in my collection, but one of them was just really beaten up copy. And they just happened to have a slabbed version of it on Heritage. So I put a really crappy bid. I put like a, like a $20 bid. And this is actually the cheapest comic I've ever won on Heritage. I won it for $2, literally $2. And it's a slab 6.5 Eternals number 4. And this is the second appearance of Cersei. And it's, I thought it was kind of cool. I just thought it was, kind of cool to win it for $2. I think the buyer's premium was another $20, so it ended up being like $23 altogether. But I just, I thought it was nice. When you can pick up a slab for the same price as like sending it off to get graded, I always think that that's a great deal. And it's white pages. It's actually, even though it's a 6.5. I only see one flaw on it. Like there's this one little bend right here, and that's it. That's the only flaw that I see. Really nice, actually. I don't even know why it's a 6.5. To me, that shouldn't get a 6.5. Maybe it should be reslabbed and maybe get like a 7 or 8. I don't know. It's like, so it's just that one little ding there. Oh, maybe a little bit of scuffing here. I don't know. I've seen a lot more beaten up higher grades, so I'm surprised that it's such a low grade. But that was the other comic that I got. So it's just those two, but I didn't want to just leave it as a short video and like you see just a couple comics. I figured, hey, I went to the comic store today as well, so I'll show you what comics I picked up at my comic shop, and that will just and I can sort of talk about some of the stuff that I'm buying and some of the stuff that I look for. So I've been buying a lot of the variant covers. I really like Vampirella. I think I've mentioned it many, many times. And I really love some of these variant covers for the recent Vampirella. Okay, so here's one. And as I said, whenever I buy these, so this is like $10 Canadian. I always get 20% off. So it's like $8 Canadian, and that's roughly like about $7. No, maybe a little bit less than that. It's like $6 US. So pretty cheap for a variant. Nice cosplay variant. And now this is an artist that I really love. Whenever I see his covers, I will pick them up. And I actually paid $25 for these when I was buying them from the US on eBay. And to pick it up for 18 minus the 20, so roughly $14 Canadian, or about $10 US, I thought that was a pretty good price. Just a really great cover. I just really like this artist. He's a Korean artist, something. Gyung, I think is his name. So really, I just really like his art. And then I got the Peach Momoko. So these are all variants of the same comic. So this is like, I think it's like the wedding something, it's like, and this is the Peach Momoko. Sometimes, as I said, with Peach Momoko, she's either hit or miss. And I think this was a hit. I really do like this one. So I thought that was really nice. And then we got the Pirello, which I thought was really nice as well. This was, and it's sort of like in that blood color. I thought that was really, really nice. And some other kind of cool variants that I picked up were, this is Batgirls, Batgirls number 1. And this is the In Huck Lee variant. I just thought, I thought this was better than the cover A. I thought way better looking. And to get I always get it for cover price for those ones. And this is, so those Vampirellas were, Vampirella Unholy is the name of the series. So Vampirella Unholy, and it's, the first issue of the series. I thought this is the cover A from that. And another series that I'm picking up, and I really like it, is Sheena. And this is the Pirello Sheena. So this is just I just really like his he does really good good girl art. Just very sexy. You know, you see Sheena and her tiger there. It's pretty awesome. And then we got Strange Academy. This is number 14. I've been picking up from the beginning this series. So this is number 14. And that's the A cover. And this is the B cover. I wasn't sure. I thought it was kind of weird, so I just picked it up. So I thought it was kind of weird. And then another series that I'm I think it's okay. It's not the greatest. I'm not going to say that, but is Gun Honey. But I like the covers for Gun Honey. So this is the regular cover. And then we got the incentive cover, I guess. I don't know if this is truly an incentive cover or if it's like I paid cover price for it, like, so it wasn't more expensive, but I thought it looked kind of cool, the black and white variant. And then we got Wonder Girl number 6. I just liked it because it has that kind of Wonder Woman style cover. I thought it was quite nice. And one that I should have picked up earlier, but I didn't, is Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer. And I figured I'd pick that up. Another one that I should have picked up earlier, but didn't, was White Fox number 1. I have the Peach Momoko version of this, but not this is the A cover. I figured I should pick up the A cover. I really like just her aesthetic. I think she's just I like the look of White Fox. I think she's a cool looking character. So yeah, I kind of like her. And then we got Robin Hood and Hellfire. So this is I think this is just a one shot from Zenescope. And Zenescope is kind of known for its like good girl art covers, so I kind of like it. You'll notice a lot of good girl art. It's just like all good girl art kind of covers. It's what I like. I buy what I like. So actually, all of that cost me about $100 to just get all of those. So, not too bad. That's 100 Canadian, about 80 US. A little bit less, actually, more like 70 something US. So, not too bad for like 20 some odd comics. And they're all like the variant limited edition ones. So, I thought it was pretty good. So, that's it. That was my comic haul. I'm very excited about this one. Very, very excited about this. This is just, it's really presents well. I will definitely probably get this slabbed later just because it is such a beautiful, beautiful comic. And I'm really quite excited to have this in my collection. The colors just really, really, really pop on it. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful comic. This is one that I've wanted since I was a kid because I always loved this character. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. So that is my comic haul plus unboxing video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below and like, subscribe, and tell your friends about this channel so that I can grow. That's it. Thanks. Bye.